During question period, Minister of Immigration, Refugees and Citizenship John McCallum came under fire from Member of Parliament and immigration critic Michelle Rempel for removing visa requirements for Mexicans coming into Canada. Under the previous Conservative government, visa requirements were imposed on Mexicans entering the country after a surge in refugee claims. In 2009, it was estimated that 1,000 Mexicans were coming into the country per month, with a quarter of those applying for refugee status at a cost of $400 million yearly to process those claims. That number is down to 1 in 100 as a result of the added layer of having a visa. This actually caused some animosity between Canada and Mexico at the time, with the president canceling visits to the country. In an effort to improve that relationship, the Liberals promised to lift those requirements, and that will be implemented next month. But there are risks associated with that, especially now that Donald Trump is the president-elect of the United States. He, of course, has promised to build a wall and deport illegal immigrants, which means that they might want to seek refuge here. But watch McCallum's response when Rempel questions him about this here.
Mr. Speaker, I wish the minister had that level of rigor with the Mexican visa requirement, because today at committee, a senior immigration official who is in charge of all of Latin America admitted that the Liberals knew that there were risks associated with their rush to lift the Mexican visa requirement at a parliamentary committee. We also learned from this official that the Liberals lifted the visa requirement in spite of this advice. Mr. Speaker, Canadians deserve to know, this is really important, what were these risks? Right. Why were the Liberals hiding them from Canadians? And why did the Liberals blatantly ignore them?
Honourable Minister of Immigration.
Mr. Speaker, unlike the previous Conservative government, we do welcome Mexicans to Canada. We welcome the tourists. We welcome their expenditures. We are monitoring the situation, but we are very happy to welcome more Mexican tourists to this country and to accept the jobs that go along with that.
Of course, McCallum doesn't give a straight answer. But we know that earlier in the day, testimony from Olivier Jacques from Citizenship and Immigration admitted that the government was informed about the dangers and that the matter of a surge of Mexican migrants entering Canada is a concern. McCallum may be sidestepping the question, but here's what we know from June. Lifting visa requirements will make it easier for Mexicans involved in organized crime, human trafficking, and drug-related crimes to come into Canada. Mexico also has weak passport controls, and people take advantage of them. This means that it will make it easier for those people exploiting Mexico for this reason to enter our country. So far, we have actually intercepted 100 such people. And finally, lifting the requirements may have implications on trade, since the U.S. could see us as a weak partner, strengthen border control, and implement more restrictions on us. All of these scenarios are bad news for Canada and put Canadians at risk. But never mind all of that, it's clearly more important for the Liberals to do an about-face regarding the Mexican-Canadian relationship. And it's simply just one of those policies that the Liberals are reversing because the Conservatives implemented it. They simply don't care about Canadian safety. This is obvious in the refugee quota they're aiming for, where quantity over quality screening takes precedence. So when will the Liberals stop trying to score brownie points for attacking a government that was voted out over a year ago and actually implement some policy that takes Canadians into consideration? For the Rebel.media, I'm Holly Nicholas. Thanks so much for watching. Have you subscribed to our YouTube channel yet? If not, click the link below and make sure to get notifications for all of the Rebel's amazing content.